Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. And if you didn't see the last reading I did, I mentioned in there that before starting that reading, I was getting this feeling to look into my tarot journal, and when I did, I ended up finding 4 channeled letters that I don't even know when I channeled these letters, but they're channeled from spirit guides, and so I decided to do a whole reading for that, and that's why we're here. This isn't really related to the last reading, but I did feel like there was some type of connection there, but it's not like you have to watch that last reading to get these messages. I also want to mention that I saw 333 as I was setting all of this up, so somehow there's a lot of synchronicities here. Your guys' spirit guides are really coming through with a lot of synchronicities, and I love that. But yeah, now let's get into this reading. We have 4 piles. I'm gonna add the crystals and I'll be right back. Here I've added the crystals. For pile 1, we have this blue lace agate. For pile 2, we have this citrine chunk. For pile 3, we have this tiger's eye chunk. And for pile 4, we have this rose quartz chunk. Pick whichever pile number, and or crystal is calling you most, and that is going to be your reading. Timestamps are listed down below along with the decks that I use. That's always in the description box. And before we get in, if any of you know how to clean raw crystals, let me know in the comment section below, because I have been trying to clean the dust off of them and it's just not working. So if you have any tips or recommendations, let me know in the comment section below. Now let's get into your readings. Hello pile 1, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this blue lace agate, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And I did want to mention I saw 44 right as I started your reading, so that number might be significant somehow. But before we do dive in, I wanted to let you know that if you're interested in coaching, feminine energy coaching, or booking personal tarot readings, my website is in the description box where you can do that. Now let's get into all of this. First, I'm thinking I should read your channel letter because that's what we're here for, and then we'll get into your cards. So we have pile 1. You are doing great right now. I know at times it seems tough, like things aren't going the way you wanted them to, but just know it's all part of a greater plan to strengthen you for better. Doubt may creep up and attempt to worm its way into your heart. Doubt on your purpose here, doubt about your job and your future, doubt even of your present, of whether or not you will be able to overcome the challenges facing you, or how things will work out. But you have made it this far and you're still here living. Drop the doubt by focusing on your heart and affirming to yourself that you are good and solid. Right now, your greatest enemy is doubt, but luckily you have the power and strength to shut the door on it, to not allow it in. Take some time to reevaluate the people who you allow into your life and who you allow to influence you, your thoughts and opinions. Some people are too deeply wrapped in their own woes to recognize the negative influence they may have on you. Indeed, they struggle to recognize the negative influence they have on themselves. So with this understanding, be aware who you allow in and give your energy to. These are the people influencing and strengthening the doubt in your mind. Some of these people are people you love, but understand you are doing them no kindness by entertaining their negativities. We, your spirit guides, are always here for you. You need only reach out to us whenever you need to. Love, the archangels. So you can apply that to whatever spirit guides, but specifically, clearly, the archangels came through to give you this. Your spirit guides are really encouraging you that whatever you're going through right now, you're doing great exactly as you're going. Don't even trust the doubt and the negative thoughts that creep in. They're literally just that, negative thoughts. And oftentimes those doubts and negative thoughts aren't even really your own, but what has been filtering in from your external world. So don't give into that, because you're doing great, you're on your path, and you're actually succeeding. So now let's get into your cards. I've been lately shuffling the deck and pulling the card the top card off, and I really have been enjoying that. It's been resonating really well with the rest of the reading. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, we have Snake Spirit, time to heal, but it did come reversed. There have been a lot of number synchronicities. When I was preparing for this reading in general, there was I saw 333, and then when I started your reading, I saw 44, and now you have 55. So I'm wondering if you're getting a lot of number synchronicities lately, or if that's been something that you've noticed before. And then we also have the Success card here, and we have Ancestor Healing and Reclaim Your Energy. Let me quickly just adjust this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've laid out your cards, pile one. I also want to mention that my candle is burning low, and surprisingly there's a lot of wax still left, and yet it's burning low. And I feel like that's actually a message for you, that even when you have a lot of energy, if you start to allow the people around you who maybe are struggling with their own things, and this doesn't mean you have to cut people out like that, like people you love and stuff, because obviously everybody's going through struggles, and there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that. But I feel like when you allow, like when you take on their struggles, you may notice that even when you have like this abundance of wax or abundance around you, if you take on the struggles of others, you may not notice the good things and blessings coming into your life. So the fact that we have the 10 of Pentacles here and Success and everything that was coming through with your spirit guides on the channel letter, I have a feeling, pile one, that you're really close to a breakthrough, or like reaching a very big milestone, like a major milestone. And success is like right around the corner for you. Because this Snake Spirit did come reversed, I have the feeling that you've actually just gone through a really major period of healing and growth, and you've shed that layer of skin, or you're literally on that last leg of shedding through. So like when a snake sheds, it first starts with their eyes going opaque, and then their skin starts to slowly detach, and then they like move out of it. I don't know if you've ever seen that, or if you have a phobia of snakes, please don't go watching that. But it is really fascinating to see how they do that, and it takes them a bit of time, and they have to use other things sometimes to help create friction so that the shed or their skin comes off. And I feel like you've been going through this shedding process. That's why your spirit guides were encouraging you with this message of like, you're doing just fine. Even if at times the doubt might creep in to try and like dissuade you from that, like you're literally about to exit this period, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. This is actually reminding me the connection between pile 2 in that last reading. So I'm wondering if for you, pile 1, if you were drawn to pile 2 in that last reading, this is your confirmation. But even if you weren't, I wonder if these next several months are going to really start to show you how you're coming out of this shedding process. You've done a major chapter of healing, a lot of ancestral healing. These wounds weren't even yours. The things that you were healing were not entirely yours. They were your ancestors, and you've gone through and you've done a lot of that. And now you're coming out of that, and there's success right around. Like I said, you're at the point of a breakthrough, and things are about to get really good for you. See what other messages your spirit guides have for you. We have the Tower, at the bottom. So like I was saying, you've been going through this shedding process. You've been letting a lot of things go. That's why it felt like things haven't been going right, or that things aren't working out. But your spirit guides are saying that because you went through this, then once the Tower breaks, or once those things break down, the old patterns and things are being removed, there is that period of time where there's a bit of emptiness as the dust settles, as things clear up, and as you gain clarity on next steps. And in those moments, doubt can creep in. Is pretty natural, where you'll start to feel like unsure of the next steps, or unsure if everything is even working out for you. But I feel like that's the period of time that you're exiting right now, this like aftermath of the tower breaking. Like you've already gone through that. You've gone through your tower moment. Things already have been shed out of your life. There's a lot of things that you've let go of, a lot of healing that you've done, and now you're coming into the fruits of that, into receiving the abundance from that, receiving the breakthroughs and the blessings from that period of healing. So pile 1 spirit guides, what messages would you like to give them? What would you like to give them? What message would you like to give them today? Wow. So as this came up, I was just about to say that I feel like things are going to be very smooth for you because, even with this reclaim your energy card, like the way this path is moving straight to the heart. It's a straight path. There's no blockages, no obstacles. I feel like because of this healing work that you've done and this last bit of shedding process that you're going through, things are about to move very quickly for you or very smoothly for you. There's a lot of ease that's coming into your life through this. And I also want to say that your messages too are coming through very quickly and very smoothly, easily, and very grounded. So I feel like this isn't just energetic. This is like starting to ground into your physical reality, because we do have this 10 of Pentacles, and then with the cards that came out, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Usually I don't take these many, but I feel like it came out for a reason. But we have the Star here, the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Ooh, just making a mess. The Knight of Wands and then the 10 of Wands. Okay, that should be better. There's a lot of adjustments that I'm having to make in your pile and in your reading. So again, I feel like you're going through this last bit of adjustment period, adjusting to the changes, adjusting to the tower having fallen, adjusting to these things that have fallen out of your life before you step into this new version of you, or this new reality and this new beginning. It doesn't even seem like it's coming through as a new beginning, but it's more of an evolution of yourself, where you're integrating everything. And in the integration process, oftentimes we can be making a lot of final adjustments. And for those of you who don't feel like you're at the end of this yet, or that you're not very close to the end, then your spirit guides are just encouraging you to continue moving through it, because the more you allow things to shed and fall out of your life, even if it's uncomfortable at times, even if there's a little bit of lack of clarity, because again, when snakes shed, their eye caps go opaque, so they can't see very well. So during that shedding process, it's very normal to not have full clarity on the road ahead, but keep going through it, because again, that pathway is going to open up for you. I find it interesting that I placed this Star card right underneath this, what was this one? Reclaim Your Energy card, because the Star is about having that went through your tower moment and re-emerging in your new skin, with your new self, with a clear vision of what to do moving forward. So I feel like that's what you're about to enter right now. Or again, place yourself wherever you're at, but your spirit guides really just want to encourage you to keep moving forward, because these things are happening so you can gain the clarity that you're looking for and have that new beginning and completely release the old. And it is happening. Like, you're doing that work, even if sometimes it feels like confusing, heavy, or doubts again are creeping in. Like, no, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. You're doing the healing and clearing out work, and it's bringing you to something really amazing, because we have this success card here. So you are doing it successfully. You're doing it exactly as you need to be doing it. Your spirit guides are saying, honey, you're exactly where you need to be. You're on your correct path. keep moving forward, because with this Queen of Pentacles and this Ten of Pentacles, you're about to not only have a breakthrough, but things are going to become so much better for you. This shedding process, you're going to feel so amazing after it once it's done. And again, you're going to see this in your physical reality. This is not something that's just happening on an energetic level, but I feel like you're going to really see this in your physical reality and in your mindset, the way you're showing up. With this Ten of Wands here, I feel like it's no longer going to feel heavy or burdensome. Like, it's going to feel open, clear, and relaxed. Like, even right now, as I'm filming your pile, I feel very calm and very relaxed. And I feel like that's exactly what your spirit guides are saying you're walking towards right now. And your spirit guides are coming through to say that they see you. They see all of the work that you've been putting in. They see all of the healing that you're going through, and they're really applauding you for that. They're sending you so much love for all of the work that you're going through. And it doesn't matter what part of this journey you're on, your ancestors are also coming through here to say thank you. Because it doesn't matter whether you've just started or you're in the middle of it or you're going through it or you're about to end. It doesn't matter to them. Just the fact that you had the courage to even take one step in this direction is huge. It's massive. It's transformative. Just that one step, just having the courage to take that first step in releasing these patterns, in believing that there's a different way of going through things, of believing in yourself, even if you at times struggle with that. Even that one tiny inch of belief in yourself is worthy of praise and congratulations, is what your spirit guides and your ancestors are saying. Like, they're really hyping you up, pile one. They want you to know that they're here for you. They truly believe in you, and they're grateful that you're doing this work, because it's not only helping you, but it's helping others around you, as well as future people too, future generations. And whether you know it or not, pile one, you are a star. You are a beacon of hope for so many people, because again, just the fact that you're going through this and you're showing up differently, even if you don't notice it, other people around you feel it and notice it. They see it. And that slight difference gives others permission. You give them hope. And I feel like as you move through this journey, and depending on, again, where you're at, as you close this out, you're going to start to notice more and more people coming to you because of your energy and your aura, and you just giving them hope. You're like, again, the beacon of hope for them. And whether you say anything directly to them or not, it doesn't matter. The way you show up gives them hope. It gives them light. It gives them clarity. And your past wounds only strengthen you. Those are literally launching points for you. They're not things dragging you down anymore. As you go through this, these past wounds, you'll notice, are actually places where you'll find the most growth and success in life. This next message that's coming through to me might sound a little woo-woo. I'm not going to lie. It sounds a little funny, but it's coming through. Your spirit guides want you to hear this. These wounds that you've experienced, they've opened something within you, something deep inside of you. It's an opening to allow the love of the universe to filter through you. The blessings that the universe has to offer you, that's being filtered through these openings that have been created from these wounds. These wounds are actually a huge guiding point for you. They're going to be the foundation for your success. Now let's get one last message from your spirit guides before we close this reading. Pile one, spirit guides, what last message would you like to give them to close this reading? But I really feel like your spirit guides have been very gentle and reassuring, and they want you to know that things are working out in your favor, that things are unfolding slowly for you, and your pains are not a weakness but a point of strength. That is a message that is coming through really strongly here, that your pains, your wounds are not a point of weakness. They are your strength. They will literally launch you into another era. They are launching you into another area. They are your source of strength. So instead of seeing them as a source of weakness, if you can flip that and start to see them as your source of strength, it's going to really help you come out of this shedding process. Like that might be the last little thing that you uncover that can help you move through this shedding and like be free of this old skin. And then we have number 41 here with convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. So I do feel like there might be for some of you an important conversation that you might have after you shed this old skin and after you come through this. And maybe with this new perspective that you've gained, you'll be able to have this conversation from your heart space, open and vulnerable, and through that be able to connect with that other person or yourself on a much deeper level and air things out in a way that feels light instead of it feeling like heavy or burdensome or anything like that. I feel like this is going to really give you the opportunity to air things out in a lighter, more loving manner. Let me read from this before we close your reading. Good communication is a necessary aspect of all healthy relationships. Take an opportunity to objectively observe how you communicate. Remember to always incorporate respect and receptivity when speaking to yourself and to others. If you are being too hard on yourself, tone it down. If you need to be more honest, know that everyone involved will benefit from receiving the truth of how you're feeling. Love yourself more and see what you can achieve with the new approach. Remember, your goals and aspirations are unique to you. When you are communicating, others may not share your views. Talk about what is necessary for you and inquire what the other person or what the person you are conversing with requires or needs. This open sharing can help establish a solid base for exchanging ideas. So, Pawan, before I end your reading, I did have a question for you. When did you first get into tarot? What got you into tarot? How did you start to watch tarot readings? Like, I'm very interested to find out how everyone got into tarot in the first place. So you can answer in the comment section below. Or maybe that's just something you want to reflect on privately. Doesn't matter, but I'm very interested to know your answer to that. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Pile Spirit Guides, for coming through and giving us this message. If you like this reading or it resonated, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello Pile 2, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this citrine chunk and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And before we get into your reading, if you are interested in coaching or booking personal tarot readings, the link for that is in the description box. I help women to connect to their spirit and through my feminine energy coaching program. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Now let's get into your letter first. So if you wanted to see the intro for more information on this reading, you can check that out. So Pile 2, you need some sunshine. Wow. Okay, that is so wild because at the bottom of your deck, you have the sun. That's just wild right there. You need some sunshine in your life right now, dearie. The darkness can wear you down. Sunshine creates shadows with light, so you can explore your shadows without being trapped in the darkness. Physically as well, sunshine can help brighten your mood, bring a change in your body and health. All things in balance and moderation, so you don't want to burn yourself. Even things as beneficial as the sun can sometimes burn. You are currently in the midst of learning moderation, how too much of one thing, even a good thing, can hurt you. Stay hydrated and take care of your health. You have the strength of will to pull yourself out of any situation and seek the help you may need. Cry when your heart feels heavy and allow the heaviness to seep out of you. You will feel better. The more you carry and suppress in your heart, the more weighed down you will feel, and the darker things will seem. Do not simply hope for better, create better. You are the ultimate creator of your life, so take your power back into your own hands and create. This is a great time to work on any creative projects you may have put off. Creating will be very important in bringing you out of any slump. Your inner light burns so bright, allow it to be seen. I am your guide. When you feel lost, call upon me for guidance, your spirit animal guide. It seems like you're going through a period of balancing things out and learning balance. So now let's get into your cards. We have forgiveness, thriving, Buffalo Spirit, you had a lot of cards, by the way. The Abundant Universe will provide. Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. The Two of Swords, unique gifts, gracious receptivity. You know what's interesting about this unique gifts card? I'm pretty sure pile 2 got this in the last reading as well. So that's a beautiful synchronicity. And then we have teacher. So I'm going to lay this all out and I'll be right back. And one thing I wanted to mention was that the candle went out in pile 1 and I had to light a new candle for yours. So I feel like that's very significant to your pile, that there's a new flame being ignited within you. There's a new idea and it's time to like stay open to it. Stay open to the ideas that are coming through for you because they're really important right now. The downloads and messages that you're receiving, stay open to that because there's a lot of important information coming your way. I'm hearing your spirit guides saying that with this Two of Swords here, even your negative thoughts can have a lot of insight and can give you a lot of wisdom, just as much as your positive thoughts can. And as humans, we're always going to have both. So don't beat yourself up for having negative thoughts. Don't beat yourself up for being imperfect because we're all imperfect and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're less worthy of the things that you want. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy of things or that things aren't going to work out for you. It also doesn't mean that you're not going to manifest what you want or any of that stuff. Like, you're going to get exactly what you want as long as you are willing to see yourself as the creator, set that intention and take the steps to get there. Even if you're taking slow steps, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you do that, the thoughts that come in, the doubts, anything, none of those things matter. None of those things are going to stop you. They may make things a little more difficult at times because maybe those negative thoughts can take you down another path and then you have to course correct and stuff like that can happen. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want. And sometimes those like detours are necessary for our growth. So your spirit guides are really coming through to say, like, be more gentle and compassionate with yourself. It's okay. Like, forgive yourself for having down times, for maybe tipping the scales at times. Like, it's okay. You're just learning. You're just trying your best. Nobody came onto this planet with a guidebook, right? We're all just trying our best to move through in the way that we feel we should. And even if sometimes we're wrong, it's okay. Like, we can always learn and grow. And so your spirit guides really want you to say it again and again, like, be kind and compassionate to yourself. Give yourself grace. Forgive yourself for the challenges and for your own shortcomings. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect in order to have a good life. You don't have to be perfect in order to get things that you want. And you don't have to be perfect to have and receive love either. Like, you just being your unique self and trying your best to navigate with the information that you have, that's perfect right there, you know? Like, even if it's imperfect, it's perfect. Find balance. Try to balance things out for yourself so you can feel balanced. And even if you teeter-totter at times, it's okay. Do your best. Just try your best. Just do your best. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get everything correct or right at the in the beginning or like ever. You don't have to get everything right all the time. It's okay. Just do your best and keep trying and keep moving forward, keep learning and keep growing. I'm hearing this really strong message coming through from your spirit guides that the ideas that are coming to you right now, the like downloads that you're receiving, start to ground and take action on those things. It's really important for you right now to take action on the ideas that are coming to you. Because remember, you are the creator of your reality. Like this card says, magic works through you. The magic is flowing through you. The energy of creation is flowing through you. But if you don't take the action and ground those ideas and ground that energy, then it will just be abstract. Like, it won't ever ground into 3D material, or it'll take a very long time to do so. So it's really important to ground in those ideas, even just taking one step on that idea. So let's say, for example, you have this idea to start a clothing business, and you have this really good idea for a design for shirts or something like that. I don't know. Even the first step of putting that design onto paper, or whatever that first step looks like for you, take it. Slowly but surely, you'll start to see the next steps unfold in front of you. You don't need to have all the answers right away. You don't need to have full clarity on the process or on the next steps immediately. It will unfold in time. But if you don't take that first step, it's kind of hard for the other steps to unfold. It's hard for that path to unfold in front of you. So right now, it's really important to just take that first step, or just keep taking the steps as they unfold in front of you. And it seems like your spirit guides want to give you a lot of different messages. So along with that, there's this message here, forgiveness, and we kind of touched on that, like forgive yourself, but I also feel like there's a need to forgive others in your life too right now. Specifically, right, because this teacher card is here, for some of you, maybe there is some forgiveness that needs to happen with a teacher. Obviously, that may not apply to all of you, but there is some forgiveness that needs to happen here to lighten your load. So your mind and your energy isn't being focused on that hurt or that pain or that like animosity or that feeling. So you can let go of that and move on. And you can focus that energy and attention into things that will actually serve you. And even if you don't ever talk to that person again or allow that person into your life, forgiveness is for you. It's so your energy feels lighter. It's so you can move on from these pains, and so you're not holding that baggage on, carrying it with you throughout your life. It's not about the other person. You don't have to allow another person back into your life. After you forgive them, you can move on, and you don't need them to ask for forgiveness to forgive them. You can just forgive them so you feel free and light of that energy. Forgiveness is for yourself, and you will notice that you will feel so much better when you walk away from a situation and forgive it and move on. And with this teacher card here, and specifically because it has the wolf on it, and wolves being pack animals, I feel like you have a lot to give to your community, just in the way that you show up. As you allow this magic and this life force energy and creation energy to flow through you, and you ground your ideas, you're going to start to notice that you actually have so much to give, so much value to give and bring to your community. You have so much wisdom to share with your community, your family, your community, whatever this looks like. You have a lot that you can teach others. We can always learn from each other, and you have a lot of wisdom that you can share with others that helps bring clarity to others. Like, you have a lot of untapped, unique gifts just waiting there, just like dormant, lying dormant for you to tap into. And maybe that's also this message your spirit guides are saying, is like, as you start to ground your ideas, you're going to start to see your unique gifts really coming through. Because you have a lot of them, even if you don't believe that or see that just yet. Because some of you might be doubting your own belief or your own gifts. You will start to see it the more you ground your ideas. No matter how insignificant those ideas seem. Pile 2 spirit guides, what message would you like to give them? What message would you like to give them today? You have the Page of Cups. It's interesting that we have a page here, which is usually a student, and the teacher card here. So somehow teaching and like being a student, those types of things are coming through here. Some of you could be in school right now, and maybe that's what you want clarity on, your next steps, or you're being encouraged to go back to school to enhance your qualifications. Your spirit guides are saying that if that was the idea that came to you, then it's an idea that you should start grounding or maybe start looking into, because it could help you. I feel like with this Page of Cups, the message that's coming through is that, again, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get everything perfectly. You don't have to do your spiritual work perfectly. You don't have to do your healing work perfectly. You don't have to do manifestation work perfectly. Nothing. Like, you don't have to be perfect because you're still learning. No matter how far ahead in life you get, no matter what age you are, we are always learning more and more. We're always something of a student. Again, no matter how far in your life you get or how far in your career you get, it's okay that you don't have to be perfect or put this unnecessary pressure on yourself to be and show up perfectly, because you're still learning. You're still trying to do your best to navigate your life and learn and grow and move forward. It's okay to be in this learning position. It's okay to be a student, and don't allow that perfectionism to hold you back from taking action on your ideas, because even if you don't know, like with this Page of Cups, the pages don't know, they're learning, right? And if we apply that to our lives, we don't technically know everything. We're never going to know everything. And we don't always know the next steps. We don't see the whole road. Even if you're driving, like, you're not going to know exactly what's going to happen on the road to your destination. Like, you just can't. Like, you might get on the freeway or the highway or whatever, and maybe there's some traffic that you didn't expect, or maybe the roads are clear and you thought there would be traffic and you left a little bit earlier anticipating the traffic, and now the roads are clear. Like, you really don't know what is going to happen, but that's no reason to stop yourself or stall yourself from taking the action in the first place, is what your spirit guides are saying. So take the action and ground your ideas. That's really important. Whatever ideas are coming to you right now, your spirit guides keep wanting to emphasize that. Like, you've got to ground that. Start taking those steps. Start taking those actions is really, really important right now. I'm going to take one last card from this deck before we end your reading. Pile 2 spirit guides, what last message? Thank you. Push to surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling. What were we just saying? That's wild. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. And it is interesting because, like I mentioned, wow, and now this candle's going out. That's so weird. I've never had that happen where 2 candles, and this is a new candle. So there's something about that with your reading. Like, I lit the flame, and maybe some of you, okay, this is coming through here. Some of you might get an idea and you go all in on it and you put so much energy to it where you neglect other things, and that's, again, was being highlighted in your channeled letter, that there's no balance. Hold on, let me just relight this. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to light up again. That's just so weird. I've never had that happen, but I feel like when you go all in like that and you tip the scales, you might burn out quickly. And when that burnout happens, I feel like you give up, or you may push away, or stop taking action entirely. And that's why your spirit guides are really encouraging balance here with your ideas. So while you need to ground them and it's important to take action on them, take it one step at a time. You don't have to be perfect, and try to do it in a way that's balanced and still honoring your mental, emotional, and physical health needs. Don't neglect those to go all in on whatever ideas you get. Let's read from this. You're being gently urged to get back on track. You have become distracted by day-to-day activities or are spending too much time daydreaming. It is time to admit that you're not staying on task. Commit to yourself by returning to what you love doing. Get out a calendar and give yourself a deadline. There's a new energy being pushed in your direction. This could indicate a new chapter or phase is imminent. That's your message right there, pile 2. Before we end this reading, I did have a question. When did you get into tarot? What led you to tarot? I'm very interested to know how people got interested in tarot, or how your tarot journey looked like. So if you feel called to answer that in the comment section, go ahead, or maybe you just want to reflect on that for yourself. Pile 2, I was just closing your reading, but I have this last message to give you with this forgiveness card. And my ears are ringing now, so this is really important. Your spirit guides are saying that it's time to forgive and move on. It's time to close those things out, because it is not worth it to allow other people's poor behaviors and things to drag you down, because that lack of forgiveness is only dragging you down. It's only hurting you. Those old stories are only hurting you. They're only continuing to hurt you. So it's time to forgive and move on, because you have so much bigger and better things that are on the horizon for you, that this dead weight of baggage is not worth it anymore. But pile 2, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you, pile 2 spirit guides, for coming through with this message. If you like this reading and it resonated, like the video or subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. How are you doing? I had a question that came up, and in the last 2 piles, I asked it in the end, but for you, I'm feeling like I want to ask it in the beginning. How did you get interested in tarot? How were you introduced to tarot? I'm very interested to find out how everyone got introduced and started to engage with tarot. So if you want, you can leave that question, the answer, in the comment section below. And you've chosen this tiger's eye crystal, and I'm going to keep it right here. Before we get into your letter and your reading, I got a few messages right away. One, I was feeling that there might be some type of block here around receiving, whether that's around receiving help or receiving the messages that your spirit guides have for you. I feel like your guides are really encouraging you to open up your heart space, because it seems like that's where your guides really connect with you, and that's where these messages will be felt the strongest. So if you have any blocks around your heart space, it might become difficult for you to receive the messages that your guides are sending to you, or it may be difficult for you to decipher it, because for some of you, I'm hearing that you're receiving the messages, but you may not be understanding what those messages are trying to tell you, or there's some type of struggle to decipher the message. And this message was also coming through, that we are not here to guide you to a destination of our choosing. We are here to guide you to a destination of your choosing. So take that if it applies for you. I feel like the reason why that message is coming through so strongly is to encourage you to look internally for your answers, because if your focus is on seeking answers external to you, it might be clouding your own inner guidance and your own communication with your guides. So rather than heavily focusing your attention on the external for these answers, even if you're feeling cloudiness or some type of block, it might be more beneficial to sit through with that and gain those answers internally. Especially, I'm hearing when your third eye or your intuition seems blocked, that's the time when it's really important to go within rather than trying to seek that clarity externally. And I know that may be it may seem counterproductive, because in those moments you're not getting the clarity from the internal. But I'm hearing that it's actually important to sit with that cloudiness and sit with that confusion and that lack of clarity, without trying to force an answer or without trying to force an outcome, and rather just allowing whatever is coming through to come through. And I think once you're able to sit through that without forcing the answer or without forcing an outcome, you'll have that clarity moment or that breakthrough moment, and you'll start to be able to receive the messages. What I feel like your guides are saying is that in those moments of cloudiness and confusion, when you go to the external, it's limiting your ability to truly connect with your own intuition and move through blocks. It's almost outsourcing your own energy, so you're not really moving through blocks. I'm having a difficult time really explaining this message, so I hope it's making sense. But the biggest thing here is that when you're going external for answers during times of confusion, it seems to be creating more blocks rather than clearing it up. So take it with a grain of salt, obviously, because this is a general reading. So yes, now let's take a look at your channeled letter. Ground yourself, plant your feet, allow your roots to grow long and strong. Walk barefoot in grass, feel the earth in your toes and feet. Touch the trees as you pass them by and feel the energies coursing through them, the same as within you. Whenever you feel disconnected, lost, or confused, take a break and ground into nature. Your confusion will be gone. Take the road of greatest peace. Whatever will bring you the most peace is the road to take. Your feet must be planted firmly or you'll be blown by the wind in any direction. Water yourself by meeting and fulfilling your needs. Giving to others is wonderful, but not at the expense of yourself. Allow yourself to feel the energies and vibrations in everything. It will bring you back to the present and deepen your connection to your own energy. You will find that your relationships improve and that you only accept relationships with people that bring you peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Life will unfold in the most beautiful ways when you protect your peace. Someone doesn't understand you in your inner circle, and so they question and sometimes ridicule you. Pay them no mind. They are on their own journey, and it isn't your responsibility to convince them of who you are or fit into the mold they have created in their mind of you. You are never meant to fit a mold, just as no one is meant to fit a mold. You are here to explore, learn, and grow wherever your heart sees fit. Stay blessed and continue to connect with the earth and ethers. That is how you will connect deeper to us, earth spirits. So whatever spirit guide you feel most connected with, take it as a message from them, but specifically the earth spirits wanted to sign that. Now let's get into your cards here. So lately I've been really enjoying shuffling the deck and taking the top card, and it's been really resonating with the readings. So we have the Four of Cups here. We have Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Stag Spirit, take the lead. We have Potential, Furred and Feathered Friends, and Unconditional Love. Wow, we have number 33, and it's so fascinating because when I started this reading, like when I was setting up for this reading, and I mentioned this in the intro, I saw 333, and now you're having a 33 here, so, and a 34, interesting. 33 and 34 might be significant to you, or those numbers might, when you see those numbers, pay attention because your guides might be trying to connect with you in those moments. Let me lay this out and I'll be right back. All right, pile 3, I've laid out your cards. So the first thing that's coming to me is that your spirit guides actually want to talk to you about a specific opportunity coming your way or a specific blessing coming your way. I also want to mention that some of you may have been called to pile 2 because there does, especially with this furred and feathered friends here, there does seem to be some connection between you and pile 2. And these blessings and opportunities have so much potential. They have huge potential to be exactly what you're looking for, which is why your guides are encouraging you at this time to connect to yourself, to connect to nature, and sit with your own energies. The external can only give you so much guidance, but it's through our ability to connect with ourselves and nature and really ground and be present, like this card, the Hummingbird Spirit says, be here now, being present in the moment. It's through that you'll be able to gain the most clarity, that you'll be able to see the opportunity when it comes your way. I do want to just take your tarot. Pile 3 spirit guides. What message would you like to give them? Pile 3. Whoa. Spirit guides. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. You know, I don't think I've ever seen this Page of Pentacles. It looks really pretty though. I love this flower. So pile 3, I'm actually hearing a few different things. For some of you, you may feel very disconnected from your intuition at times. And that's not because you're doing something wrong. And your intuition doesn't just go away, right? It's always going to be there. It's always a part of you. But in those moments when you feel that disconnect or that disconnection, oftentimes it's because we're too external focused, or our mind is too outside of us, or our energy is being placed on the external things way too much, and it's just a call to come within. And I'm hearing that as you sit through this confusion and this these periods of times where you may not be feeling so connected to your intuition, as you sit through that, you're learning to develop a language with your intuition so you're able to understand it better through those moments. And even if it seems unclear in the moment, it's an important step to helping you develop a greater connection and understanding of how your intuition speaks to you. Everybody has their own unique connection to their intuition and their own unique language with which they speak to it. And I feel like in these moments of cloudiness, if you're going to external sources, you're not developing that language with your own intuition. And that's why your guides are really encouraging you to sit through those confusing moments, to sit through that cloudiness, to give it some time and space so you can uncover what it's trying to show you or tell you, and so you can strengthen and develop that language with your intuition. And now going back to the opportunity and the blessing that's coming your way, you might know internally what that blessing and opportunity is. You might even know that it's coming towards you, but I feel like you're searching too much externally. There's this really big message from your spirit guides encouraging you to take a step back from the external, because I feel like this blessing and opportunity that's coming your way, with your focus so on the external, you might miss the guidance you need in order to take the step towards it, or to receive it in. Like, I'm thinking of if you're expecting a package, but you're standing outside waiting for that package to come, and you just keep looking in one or two directions outside, like your focus is entirely outside. When is that package going to come? When is that package going to come? Maybe they leave the package in a different area and you might miss it entirely because your focus has been so zoned into this one spot that you're missing out on everything that's going on around you. So that's just an example, but it can apply to whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because I feel for many of you, this opportunity and blessing is going to come in very fast. I feel like it's a very quick thing. And if your energy is so focused externally on trying to see it, you're going to miss the steps that you need to take to receive it. This isn't to worry you or to put you in a panicked state or make you feel afraid that you're going to miss it and then you're not going to get that opportunity. That's not what they're coming through with. What they are saying though is that take a step back and reconnect with yourself. The opportunity, like this blessing, it's going to come. You're going to align with it. It's going to be entering your reality. You don't need to do anything more to receive it other than taking a step back and reconnecting with your internal self and hearing the messages that come through to you, hearing the guidance that you're receiving. That's all you need to do. And that opportunity, that blessing is going to come in. It's naturally going to come in. So don't worry that you're going to miss it. Like, I really want to emphasize that you don't need to worry that you're going to miss it. Just take a step back. That's really your biggest thing here. Your spirit guides are coming through to say, take a step back. Come back to yourself. Focus inward. Focus on your energy. Tune into yourself. Take a walk in nature, spend time with your pets if you have them, connect to the trees, the grass, nature in general, and really allow nature to help bring you and ground you in the present. And you will gain the clarity you need. In fact, even if you don't want to meditate or do anything like that in order to free up your intuition or in order to bring you the clarity you need, you don't have to. Just go spend some time in nature. Spend some time with the trees. Allow nature to help calm your mind, and the downloads and the ideas, the guidance will come through naturally. You don't need to do anything more than that. You don't really have to sit there and meditate if that's not working for you. Just that time in nature, allowing nature to soothe your mind, will do that for you, will allow those messages and that guidance to come in with ease. Because there's new life being brought to you here. Again, if you feel called to it, check out pile 2 because there does seem to be some overlapping messages. And I definitely feel like you have a new spark and new inspiration coming in for you. The best way to see it is not to try and see it, to just tune into yourself. I really hope that this is making sense, but this is how your spirit guides are giving it to me. And it seems like, again, you may have been going through a period of lack of clarity, or this is a message to you when you do experience those lack of clarity or those moments of feeling disconnected. Rather than trying to force a connection, just take a step back and ground in nature. The messages will flow through with ease. You'll receive those messages easily. Your intuition will clear up. Those blocks will clear up naturally. You won't have to do anything more to clear them up. You don't have to meditate more or do more guided meditations or anything like that to clear these blocks. Just spending time in nature will clear those blocks for you naturally. And so take what applies to your situation, whether you're dealing with this now or just as a message from your spirit guides that in the future, if you do deal with periods of time where there's this haziness or cloudiness or blocked intuition, go spend some time in nature. Disconnect from everything external to you and just go spend some time in nature. All right, pile 3 spirit guides, what last message would you like to give them? Whoa. Pile 3, thank you. We have adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. I love how fitting that is with your reading. So I do believe in your letter, your guides are saying that whatever brings you peace in the moment, go with that. When you're making a decision, go with the thing that's bringing you the most peace. And if you don't know what that is and you're confused on that, that's when it's important to go take a step back and connect with nature. And through that, you'll be able to align with this opportunity. I really want to encourage you not to focus too much on this blessing or opportunity that's coming in, because it's going to come in regardless. And instead of focusing your energy on that, I know you may have been receiving guidance and downloads that this is coming through or this is coming in. But rather than spending your time focusing on that, go do something else. Like, that's what your guides are saying. Go try something else. Go reconnect with nature. Find something else to do to occupy your time, or just take a step back and allow the guidance to come through without you forcing it. Because I feel like the big thing here is that your spirit guides want to encourage you not to force anything, not to force messages to fit, not to force your intuition to be on or give you messages and guidance. Like, you don't have to force anything. If you take a step back, you'll naturally allow it to come in. It will naturally come to you. And this is actually very fitting, because when I first tapped into your reading, I was having a lot of cloudiness and haziness. Like, I wasn't able to fully see the message. But as I've pulled the cards, I've had to trust, like, pulling these 2 cards instead of just giving a message and then pulling them. Like, I really had to trust that process and take a step back and allow the messages to just unfold. Now I'm able to see with greater clarity that that's something that you need to do, or that's something that your spirit guides are really encouraging you to do, instead of trying to force a message to come through, or instead of trying to force guidance or hyper focus on this blessing or opportunity that's coming your way. Like, it will come fast, but as long as you remain in your energy and you take that step back and open that space to receive it, you're going to see it. It's going to come in. You're going to know it. You're going to recognize it. You don't need to be worried about that. And with this stag card here and take the lead, it's giving me the feeling that you're naturally going to take the lead once you see that opportunity. But like I said, if you're so hyper focused on it, you may end up missing it. So instead of focusing on that, like we said with this reading, take a step back, open the space up to receive it, and it will come to you. You will recognize it. You'll see it. And, you know, with everything I'm seeing here, it seems like you will naturally take it, or that will be up to you at that point. But it's just very important that you take a step back, open the space up to receive whatever message and guidance is coming through for you, and the opportunities and blessings that are coming your way. I want to read from this card for you. You are engaged in a period of soul searching. You may feel you want to seek the truth at all costs. You may desire a new direction, and as a result have recently begun a journey of self-discovery and contemplation. This pursuit is mainly a solitary quest because the answers do not lie in the external world. Wow, that is just so wild. Like, this is blowing my mind right now. But within you, you may choose to be alone, to withdraw from the world around you. This will allow you to retreat further into your own private world and experience a deeper sense of quiet. Be happy where you are and be in no hurry for advancement. Be patient with yourself and others. Move slowly and find joy in the beauty of your day-to-day life. If you have been rushing around, consider this an opportunity. You can be more productive and less stressed simply by slowing down your pace. That's your message from your spirit guides. That's so perfect to everything that I was receiving here with your cards. Like, that just summarized everything that I was saying so perfectly. Pile 3, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Pile 3 spirit guides, for coming through. If you want to dive deeper and book personal tarot readings or feminine energy coaching calls, the link for my website is in the description box where you can do that. If you like this reading, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. How are you doing? You've chosen this rose quartz chunk. Before we get into your reading, I asked all the other piles what got them into tarot. Now I'm asking you, what got you into tarot? When did you get into tarot? How has your tarot journey looked like, and what led you here? So if you want to answer that question, you can answer it in the comment section below. And now let's get into your reading. First, we're going to start with your channeled letter, and then we'll get into everything else. We have Pile 4. Don't give up now. You have almost made it through, and the strength that you have acquired through this unparalleled... And the strength that you have acquired through this is unparalleled. Your fears of the dark can hold you back at times. You really need to deeply explore the dark depths of you. See yourself fully in all your authenticity, If you continue to suppress or ignore aspects of you, you will deny yourself the opportunity to fully radiate and truly love yourself. We can't ignore or suppress aspects of ourselves or our emotions or anything that is part of us if we want to truly see and be seen. Love and be loved. Oh, hold on, I have to sneeze. Okay. All right, well, that's confirmation for your reading. Love and be loved. You have to come to love all of you as you are. That doesn't mean you can't make improvements, adjustments, or be better. It simply means that even in that process, you need to accept and love all of you. It might be painful and at times uncomfortable to continue diving deep into you, but the reward of heightened self-love and opening of your energy to experience life to its fullest will be so worth it. How will you experience life to its fullest if you are ignoring and suppressing parts of yourself? Then all of you isn't showing up, so you aren't extracting the full experience. This can also lend itself to depending on another person for love and fulfillment. Come to this place of wholeness by continuing down your path of self-discovery and healing. You are already whole and complete. We just want you to see that. That is what your current journey is about. You know your path well, stick to it. You are your greatest source of strength and courage. And it's interesting for all the other piles, some spirit guide signed off, but no spirit guide signed off on yours. So I feel like that's left open to whatever spirit guide you have, and to source energy in general. I don't feel like yours is just from spirit guides. I feel like your letter is from source energy. And it seems like the guides that came through here are very direct in their communication and in their message to you. But let's get into your cards. So I've been really enjoying shuffling the deck and then taking the top card off, or the card off the top. You get it. It's really been resonating. So we have the Lovers here. Dolphin Spirit. Ooh, I really love this Dolphin Spirit card. This and that are true. We have Abundance, Vulnerability, and Rejuvenation. Let me quickly lay this out and I'll be right back. Pile 4, I've laid out all your cards, and actually I'm going to just take your tarot cards first. We also have the Ace of Cups here at the bottom. Pile 4 spirit guides. Well, what message do you have for them? I'm pretty sure that was the Knight of Cups. There is a lot of messages around love, whether that's romantic love or self-love. I'm thinking it's a bit of both, but apply it to your situation. Pile 4 spirit guides, what message do you have for pile 4? What message do you have for pile 4? It's interesting, things got so quiet right now. Like, it was so not chaotic, but like loud earlier, and things are super quiet. Or they just, like, for that moment, right as I was saying that, or as I was shuffling this, things got really quiet. We have the Knight of Wands here and the Moon at the bottom. I feel like taking one more. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Alright, pile 4, now that I've got all of your cards fully laid out here, the message that's coming through here is a message heavily dealing with self-love and acceptance. Especially with everything we saw with your letter. Your guides are saying you don't have to be perfect to be loved. And while we can conceptually know this, we may still try to hide parts of ourselves. And I'm hearing that's okay for surface level relationships. But if you want something deeper, like a deeper connection with others or even yourself, it's really important to start accepting your shadows and vulnerabilities. And through this, you really just allow yourself to be human. And by allowing that, like the fact that you're just human, to be there and to come through, you can help ease the pressure to be perfect always, or that need to always show up perfectly, specifically when it comes to deeper connections and deeper relationships. Because I'm really feeling your message is about self-love and acceptance, and of integrating all aspects of you, of loving and like coming to love all aspects of you, the shadows and the lights, the desirable parts and the undesirable parts. And once you connect with these things and start accepting then I feel like your confidence is also going to naturally increase. Your confidence in yourself, the way you show up, the way other people perceive you, all of that is naturally going to start to increase and get better. And it's through this that I feel like your ability to form deeper connections, ones that are stable, secure, and long-lasting, will also increase. And I want to say, like, I'm feeling this will help you see more clearly who aligns with you and who doesn't, so you aren't keeping people in your inner circle that have literally no business being there. Also, a huge thing that would come out of coming to accept your shadows and all parts of you is the lens through which you see yourself will improve greatly, because again, like, the pressure to be perfect isn't really going to be there, but there'll be this acceptance of your raw and real self. And even if you're looking to grow and evolve, it'll come from a place of love for yourself over trying to fix yourself. And for many of you, I'm feeling like this is something you're already doing. Like we saw in your letter, this is a path that you're already on. And as you continue down this path, it will just unfold even more. So take this reading as confirmation for you that you're on the right path and that you're doing things right. And it's all ultimately leading to you accepting all parts of you and coming to truly love all parts of you. And if you are looking for a relationship, then this journey is going to really help you bring that, open that space to bring that relationship in your life. I'm hearing you can love yourself while still growing and evolving. You can accept your shadows and past without allowing it to define you. You can still show up to your work or surface level relationships with a polished look and have other relationships where you let your guard down and express your vulnerabilities. Like, just because one thing happens doesn't mean the other can't happen. Both can be true and happening together. And I also want to mention that just because you are vulnerable in certain relationships doesn't mean that you always have to walk through life with your guards down, but rather you know when to put those guards down and when to keep them up. And like I said, your guides are saying that this understanding and discernment is going to naturally come to you by keeping on your current course of self-discovery and self-acceptance. And again, through this, you're naturally going to come to love and accept yourself. And I'm also feeling like this is really going to help your inner child to heal any inner child wounds, or simply just allow you to connect deeper with your inner child. So like, you can be serious and still have fun and enjoy life. Because again, both can happen simultaneously, both can be true. And I'm also starting to feel a lot of duality in your pile, and I think that's because your guides want to highlight that duality is a natural and normal part of life, and you don't have to, again, just be one thing or place yourself in just one box. I feel like your guides are just encouraging you to continue down this path of understanding yourself and unraveling yourself and accepting that your vulnerabilities are not a weakness, but in the right relationships they will be your strength. And they will allow you to connect to yourself and others on a much deeper and more secure level. It will allow you to form that secure attachment with yourself and then build out secure and stable relationships externally. I feel like if you've been afraid of showing parts of yourself to somebody out of a fear of how they would react or out of a fear of their judgment and opinion of you, maybe that's more of a reflection on how you're seeing those parts of you, because perhaps you haven't come to accept those parts of you yourself, and that's why it's more of a concern on how that other person's going to perceive you. But once you come to accept these parts of you, it will no longer be a worry or a concern of yours how another person will perceive you, because that person's validation won't be something you need. Your spirit guides really want this message to come through, that your past does not define you. Your shadows do not define you. How you choose to show up is what defines you. And you can still have all the things that you want in life despite your past and your shadows. So they really want you to know that while your past and your shadows exist and are part of your story, they are not your entire story. And you get to write what you want moving forward. You do not have to be defined by the past and, again, your shadows. Like, this seems to be very important. All right, let's get your last message from your spirit guides. Pile 4 spirit guides, what last message would you like to give them to end this reading? Whoop. Hold on, let me go grab that. Okay, we have 22 with take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Let me read from the guidebook for this. Take a moment to really hear what is being said. Put aside any preconceptions and allow yourself to imagine a new approach to this situation. Stepping back and paying attention in this way will enhance your inner voice and bring new insight. You can honor stillness while listening to others. By doing this, you will create better relationships and allow your inner light and love to shine out towards others as a means of communication. You may find it easier to feel this in your body. Imagine how it would feel to engage in what is being offered by another. For example, note how your body anticipates a dinner you are invited to. Does it feel relaxed and calm, or do you feel tight and stressed? Your body's response to an opportunity or a conversation might signal whether something is a good fit for you. Your body acts as a barometer. It takes in what is happening and gives you feedback accordingly. Listen to your body to receive more clarity. Hawaii might be significant because I'm noticing it says Hawaii on here. I was going to say though that sometimes this tightness and stress may not even be about the external thing, but how you're feeling towards it. So sometimes it's just about exploring that feeling and seeing whether that's fear or intuition. And it takes time. So that's where accepting your shadows and integrating them is really important, to understand what your intuition is telling you. Because if you haven't incorporated your shadows or haven't integrated with them, then you may mistake fear as intuition. Vice versa, you might mistake your intuition as fear. Like, you may not be able to fully understand what is coming through for you. Pile 4, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Pile 4 Spirit Guides, for coming through. If you want to dive deeper and book personal tarot readings or feminine energy coaching calls, the link for my website is in the description box where you can do that. If you like this reading, like the video and or subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye.